Do you feel like the chaos of life never truly slows down, even as you get older? What if I told you there are 8 simple secrets to maintaining a calm, balanced life in your golden years? As we age, life can sometimes feel like it's moving faster than ever, but it doesn't have to be that way. Finding peace and balance in your later years is not just about surviving the challenges that come with age. It's about truly thriving and enjoying every moment. In this video, I'm going to share 8 powerful tips that can help you create a life full of tranquility, joy, and purpose. Let's dive in and discover how to keep your life calm and balanced, no matter your age. Secret number 1. Prioritize mental peace. Meet Martha, a 74-year-old woman who, for most of her life, had struggled with constant worry. As a younger person, she often found herself overwhelmed by the pressures of family, work, and life's many challenges. But as she grew older, she realized something important. She didn't have the energy or the willpower to keep up with the mental noise anymore. It was affecting her sleep, her health, and even her relationships. One day, a friend suggested she try meditation, and while she was skeptical at first, she decided to give it a try. Little did she know, this simple practice would transform her life. At first, Martha started with just 5 minutes each morning. She found a quiet corner in her home, closed her eyes, and focused on her breathing. She felt awkward at first, her mind racing with thoughts, doubts, and distractions. But as the days went by, Martha began to notice something incredible. The more she practiced, the more she was able to tune out the noise in her mind. Instead of focusing on her worries about the future or regrets about the past, she learned to simply be in the present moment. Slowly, her anxiety started to melt away, replaced by a profound sense of peace and clarity. What Martha discovered was the power of mindfulness. Mindfulness, simply put, is the practice of being fully present in the moment, paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. By focusing on her breath, Martha learned how to control the racing thoughts that had once ruled her mind. She didn't need to control everything in her life. She just needed to control how she responded to it. This was the key to finding serenity in the chaos of daily life. If you want to achieve the same mental peace Martha did, I encourage you to try incorporating mindfulness or meditation into your daily routine. You don't need to start with hours of practice. Just 5 minutes each day can make a world of difference. Focus on your breathing, listen to calming sounds, or even try guided meditation apps that can help you stay on track. Over time, you'll notice that you're able to remain calm and balanced, even when life's challenges arise. By prioritizing mental peace through daily mindfulness or meditation, you'll not only clear your mind, but also find emotional balance that supports your overall well-being. As Martha's story shows, it's never too late to start, and the rewards are well worth the effort. Your mind deserves the same care and attention you give your body, and practicing mindfulness is a powerful way to give it that. Secret number 2. Embrace simplicity. Let me introduce you to Henry, a 78-year-old man who spent much of his life collecting things. Over the years, he accumulated a lifetime of possessions, books, furniture, souvenirs from his travels, and a variety of knickknacks that seemed to hold sentimental value. But as Henry entered his late 70s, he began to feel overwhelmed by the clutter in his home. It wasn't just the physical stuff that weighed on him. It was the constant cleaning, organizing, and maintaining of all his belongings. One day, after a conversation with his daughter, Henry realized that all these things were no longer bringing him joy or peace. They were just taking up space and energy. Henry decided to take action. He began to declutter, starting with the items he no longer needed or loved. It wasn't easy at first. Each item seemed to have a memory attached, a story from a different time in his life. But slowly he began to ask himself a simple question: does this bring me joy? Does it help me live a simpler, more peaceful life? As he went through his possessions, he let go of things that no longer served a purpose or contributed to his well-being. The process was freeing, and Henry began to notice how much lighter he felt, both physically and mentally. Not only did Henry declutter his physical space, but he also simplified his daily routine. He stopped overscheduling himself and learned to say no to things that didn't align with his values or bring him happiness. Henry started waking up earlier, spending more time outside, and enjoying the little things, reading a book by the window, taking long walks in the park, or sitting with a cup of tea and reflecting on the beauty around him. The slower pace of life became his new rhythm, and it brought a sense of calm that he had never experienced before. The lesson here is simple. When you embrace simplicity, you create room for peace and joy in your life. Decluttering your space is a great place to start, but it's also about simplifying your thoughts, your time, and your priorities. Focus on what truly matters to you, and let go of the excess that is just taking up mental or physical space. It might feel overwhelming at first, but just take it one step at a time. Whether it's sorting through a closet, reducing your to-do list, or even just learning to say no when something doesn't align with your vision of peace. As Henry discovered, embracing simplicity isn't about getting rid of everything, but about keeping what adds value to your life and letting go of what no longer serves you. The more you simplify, the more you'll find clarity, calmness, and balance in your days. So, take a moment to look around. What can you simplify today? What possessions, activities, or commitments can you release to make space for a life that feels truly calm and balanced? Secret number 3. Maintain a healthy routine. Let me tell you about Clara, a 69-year-old woman who has always believed in the power of routine. After years of juggling work, family, and other responsibilities, Clara realized that as she grew older, maintaining a healthy routine wasn't just a luxury. It was essential for her well-being. She started by focusing on the basics, eating at regular times, getting plenty of sleep, and incorporating some form of exercise into her day. At first, she thought it would be hard to stick to such a routine, but what she found was that having a consistent schedule actually brought her more energy, peace, and a sense of purpose. Clara's day starts with a warm cup of tea at 7 a.m. sharp, followed by a healthy breakfast, a smoothie made with fruits, vegetables, and some protein. She's learned the importance of nourishing her body early in the day, and that small, mindful step sets the tone for the rest of her routine. Clara doesn't rush through her mornings, allowing herself to savor each moment of peace before the day begins. After breakfast, she heads out for a brisk 30-minute walk in the park, rain or shine. This daily walk has become one of her favorite rituals, giving her the chance to enjoy nature and clear her mind before diving into her day. By 10 a.m., Clara is ready to tackle her day, having already had a nourishing breakfast, some physical activity, and a little time to herself. She makes sure to take breaks throughout the day, allowing herself a healthy lunch at the same time each day. At night, Clara follows a calming evening routine, reading for an hour, unwinding with herbal tea, and getting to bed at 10 p.m. The consistency of her bedtime helps her get a restful sleep, and she wakes up feeling refreshed and ready to start her day with energy. For Clara, it's this steady, reliable routine that helps her feel grounded and balanced in her life. The beauty of maintaining a healthy routine is that it creates structure and predictability in a world that can often feel chaotic. Having a set schedule for your meals, exercise, and rest is incredibly stabilizing. It gives you something to depend on, something that provides consistency amid the changes and challenges that come with aging. By sticking to a routine, you not only prioritize your physical health, but also support your mental and emotional well-being, allowing yourself to thrive in your golden years. If you're looking to establish your own routine, start small. Focus on regular meal times, some form of light exercise, and a consistent sleep schedule. These simple steps can help you feel more balanced and energized as you age. A routine doesn't have to be rigid. It's about creating a flow to your day that suits your needs, gives you purpose, and supports your overall well-being. Like Clara, you might find that a healthy routine is the key to maintaining balance and serenity in your life. Secret number 4. Nurture relationships. Not just for socializing. Let me introduce you to George, a 72-year-old man who, after the passing of his wife, felt a deep sense of loneliness. While he was surrounded by friends and acquaintances, George realized that his relationships weren't as deep or meaningful as they could be. He had spent years pouring energy into casual socializing, but what he craved most was true emotional connection. He decided to take a different approach, one that wasn't about filling his calendar with events, but about truly nurturing the relationships that mattered most to him. George reached out to his 2 closest friends, Bob and Linda, with a simple invitation. Let's meet more often, but really talk. Instead of their usual catch-up over coffee, George suggested they spend more time together, going beyond small talk and sharing their thoughts, worries, and joys. He also began to make a point of showing up for his family more intentionally, whether it was spending time with his children on weekends or simply calling his brother every few days. George wanted to surround himself with people who truly understood him, offering not just company but also comfort and support. As he deepened these connections, George noticed a shift in himself. His stress levels began to decrease, and he felt more emotionally grounded. He no longer felt isolated, and his mental health improved dramatically. Being around people who loved and cared for him provided a sense of security and reassurance that was priceless. These relationships weren't just for casual socializing anymore. They became his lifeline, offering him emotional support and companionship in ways he hadn't expected. The shared laughter, heartfelt conversations, and mutual understanding brought him a sense of peace that he hadn't realized he'd been missing. This is a reminder that relationships are about more than just socializing. They are vital sources of emotional stability, especially as we age. The connections you nurture with your closest family members, friends, or even neighbors can provide a foundation of love and security, helping you face life's challenges with more resilience. These relationships offer a deep sense of belonging, something that lightens the burdens of stress and loneliness. True, meaningful connections are what make the difference when it comes to feeling supported and balanced in your later years. To nurture your own relationships, take a moment to think about the people who bring you peace, joy, and comfort. Are there family members or friends you could connect with on a deeper level? Don't wait for them to reach out. Take the initiative to strengthen those bonds. Schedule regular times to talk or meet up, share your thoughts openly, and make space for vulnerability. By cultivating close, meaningful relationships, you'll create a network of support that helps you navigate life's ups and downs, bringing a greater sense of balance and fulfillment to your years ahead. Just like George, you'll find that these connections offer far more than just socializing. They offer love, security, and a solid foundation for peace of mind. Secret number 5, focus on nutrition and hydration. Meet Doris, an 80-year-old woman who had always been a little skeptical about dieting. For most of her life, she ate whatever was convenient: processed snacks, sugary drinks, and quick meals. However, as she entered her 70s, Doris began to feel the effects of her diet. She had less energy, her mood was often low, and she struggled to keep up with her friends and family. It wasn't until a routine doctor's appointment that she learned how much her eating habits were impacting her health. Her doctor encouraged her to focus on nutrition and hydration, explaining how they could greatly improve her physical and mental well-being. Doris decided to make a change, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions of her life. At first, Doris was unsure of what changes to make, but she started small. She began by drinking more water each day, replacing sugary beverages with plain water or herbal teas. The difference was noticeable almost immediately. Her energy levels increased, and her skin appeared more hydrated and vibrant. Doris also started incorporating more nutrient-dense foods into her diet: leafy greens, fresh fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins. She was amazed by how good she felt as she gave her body the fuel it needed to thrive. Not only did her physical health improve, but her mood lifted as well, and she found herself feeling more optimistic and clear-headed. One of the most important changes Doris made was to establish a routine for meals and hydration. She made sure to eat balanced meals at regular times, never skipping breakfast, and made a conscious effort to stay hydrated throughout the day. Doris found that having this structure not only benefited her physically, but it also brought a sense of consistency and balance to her day. She wasn't constantly feeling sluggish or reaching for unhealthy snacks anymore. Instead, she felt satisfied and energized, able to focus on the things she loved doing, like gardening and spending time with her grandchildren. Doris's story shows us the power of focusing on the basics: hydration and nutrition. As we age, our bodies require more attention and care, and the right foods and adequate water intake are essential for maintaining good health. Nutrition fuels our body, while hydration helps with digestion, energy levels, and mental clarity. By fueling your body with wholesome foods and drinking plenty of water, you'll not only improve your physical health, but also enhance your mood and overall mental well-being. To reap the benefits of good nutrition and hydration, start by making small, sustainable changes to your diet. Increase your water intake gradually, aiming for at least 8 glasses a day. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and lean proteins, and try to limit your intake of sugar and processed foods. A well-balanced diet and proper hydration can be game changers in your golden years, just like they were for Doris. By giving your body the nutrients it needs, you'll feel more energetic, positive, and capable of enjoying all the wonderful moments life has to offer. Secret number 6: stay active, even in small ways. Let me tell you about Walter, a spry 78-year-old man who has always believed in the power of movement. Walter isn't someone who hits the gym or goes for long runs, but he's made a habit of staying active in his own simple ways. Every morning after breakfast, he takes a walk around his neighborhood, a peaceful 20-minute stroll that helps him feel connected to nature and the world around him. He also spends time tending to his garden, bending, stretching, and moving in a way that feels natural and calming. For Walter, it's not about intense exercise. It's about consistency and incorporating small movements into his daily routine that keep him feeling vital and energized. Walter's walks have become a cherished part of his day, not only because of the physical benefits but because of how they help him mentally. He walks at a pace that's comfortable for him, breathing deeply and taking in the sights, the flowers blooming along the sidewalk and the birds chirping in the trees. Each step helps clear his mind and calm his thoughts. On days when he feels a little down or stressed, his walk provides the space to process those emotions and release tension. His routine might be simple, but it's incredibly effective in helping him stay balanced, both physically and emotionally. In addition to walking, Walter practices gentle stretching every morning. He finds that it helps keep his joints flexible and alleviates any stiffness from sleeping. Stretching doesn't require much effort, but the benefits are tremendous. It helps him maintain his mobility and flexibility, which in turn improves his overall quality of life. Walter also finds that taking a few minutes each day to stretch or do light yoga poses reduces any lingering anxiety. Moving his body in a slow, controlled way calms his nervous system, helping him feel centered and at peace. The beauty of staying active in small ways is that it's accessible to everyone, no matter their age or physical ability. It doesn't require special equipment or long hours at the gym. Whether it's walking, gardening, stretching, or even light housework, These small movements can add up to big benefits. Regular physical activity helps to improve circulation, maintain muscle strength, and reduce stress. It also releases endorphins, the body's natural feel-good hormones, which can elevate your mood and reduce anxiety. In Walter's case, his daily movement routine is his secret to staying calm and feeling good as he ages. If you're looking to stay active in your own life, start with small changes. Take a walk each day, even if it's just around the block. Spend time stretching or doing light exercises that make you feel good. Remember, the key is consistency. These small acts of movement will not only keep your body strong, but also help your mind stay calm and grounded. As Walter has learned, it's the simple things that make the biggest difference in maintaining a balanced, vital life as you age. Secret number 7. Cultivate gratitude daily. Let me share the story of Margaret, a 75-year-old woman who, for many years, struggled with a sense of discontent. After retiring, she felt disconnected and uncertain about her purpose. Each day seemed to blend into the next, and she found herself focusing on what she had lost: her career, her independence, and the hustle of everyday life. But one day, a close friend gave her a simple gift: a gratitude journal. The idea was simple. Every evening, Margaret would write down 3 things she was grateful for. At first, it felt awkward. How could she possibly find gratitude in a life that seemed so different? But Margaret was willing to try. As Margaret began to write in her gratitude journal each night, she started to notice small shifts in her perspective. It wasn't about grand events or achievements. It was about the simple moments that she had once overlooked. She wrote about the smell of freshly brewed coffee in the morning, the warm hug from her daughter, and the beauty of the sun setting over her backyard. These small, everyday moments began to fill her heart with a sense of joy and contentment. With each entry, Margaret found herself feeling more appreciative of the life she had, rather than focusing on what was missing. Over time, Margaret's practice of gratitude became a powerful tool for shifting her mindset. She began to realize that no matter how difficult life could be, there was always something to be thankful for. Gratitude became her lens for viewing the world. She stopped noticing the challenges and started seeing the blessings. Her mood lightened, and she became more optimistic about the future. Even when life presented hardships, Margaret was able to approach them with a sense of grace and resilience, knowing that she had a wealth of blessings to carry her through. Margaret's story shows us that cultivating gratitude daily can transform how we experience life, especially as we age. Gratitude doesn't just improve our mood, it helps us reframe our thoughts, find peace in the present moment, and develop a deeper appreciation for the people and experiences that surround us. It's not about ignoring the difficulties, but about choosing to focus on the good, no matter how small it may seem. By practicing gratitude, you train your mind to seek out positivity, which ultimately brings more balance and calm into your life. To begin cultivating gratitude in your own life, start by keeping a simple journal. Each day, take a few minutes to reflect on the moments that made you smile, the things that brought you comfort, or the people who have supported you. You can also make it a habit to express gratitude verbally. Tell a friend or family member how much you appreciate them. By practicing gratitude daily, you'll shift your mindset and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment, just like Margaret. In doing so, you'll unlock a powerful tool for staying calm, balanced, and truly enjoying every stage of life. Secret number 8. Learn the art of letting go. Let me introduce you to Henry, an 82-year-old man who had spent much of his life holding on to regret and emotional baggage. In his younger years, Henry was consumed by the idea of control. He wanted everything in his life to go exactly as planned, and when things didn't, he carried that disappointment with him. He often replayed old arguments in his mind, regretting missed opportunities and holding grudges that weighed him down. But as he grew older, Henry began to realize that this emotional burden was preventing him from truly enjoying life. One afternoon, a conversation with an old friend opened his eyes to the idea of letting go. Henry realized that peace could only come if he learned to release the past and stop trying to control everything. At first, Henry struggled with the concept of letting go. It wasn't easy to release decades of pent-up frustration, regrets, and guilt. But slowly, he began practicing the art of forgiveness, both toward others and himself. Henry made the decision to forgive the people who had hurt him over the years. He acknowledged that holding on to anger or resentment was only causing him more pain, and it wasn't serving him. He realized that forgiveness didn't mean forgetting or excusing the actions. It simply meant freeing himself from the emotional weight that had been dragging him down. As he began to forgive, he noticed a shift in his mindset. The more he let go, the lighter and more peaceful he felt. As Henry worked through letting go of past emotional baggage, he also embraced the idea of relinquishing the need to control everything. He stopped trying to micromanage situations and allowed life to unfold naturally. If something didn't go his way, he learned to accept it rather than fight against it. This shift in perspective didn't mean he stopped caring or being proactive. It simply meant he was no longer obsessed with having everything under control. Instead, Henry learned to trust that things would work out as they were meant to, without forcing them to fit his expectations. This acceptance of life's unpredictability brought him a profound sense of calm. Henry's story teaches us that the act of letting go is one of the most powerful ways to cultivate tranquility in our lives. When we release the need to hold on to past regrets, grudges, and emotional baggage, we open up space for peace and happiness. The more we cling to negative emotions or the need for control, the more stressed and overwhelmed we become. But when we embrace forgiveness, self-compassion, and acceptance, we allow ourselves to be free of that weight. Letting go helps us focus on what truly matters in the present moment and gives us the freedom to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. To practice letting go in your own life, start by identifying areas where you may be holding on to past hurt or trying to control things beyond your reach. Begin by forgiving yourself for past mistakes and offering forgiveness to others, not for their sake, but for your own peace of mind. Let go of the need to control every outcome and trust that things will unfold as they are meant to. With time, you'll find that this practice of releasing the past and relinquishing control brings a deep sense of peace and balance to your life, just as it did for Henry. Conclusion. And there you have it, 8 secrets to maintaining a calm and balanced life in your golden years. From prioritizing mental peace to learning the art of letting go, these simple practices can make a world of difference in how you experience each day. Remember, it's not just about surviving, but thriving as you age. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found these tips helpful, please leave a comment below and let me know which secret resonated with you the most. If you're feeling inspired, drop a 9 or a 0 in the comments to show your support. Until next time, take care, stay peaceful, and embrace the beautiful journey ahead.